And once again, the old sounder. That's right, the old sounder reminds you that here we are for another, it's a Thursday edition of Interesting Ideas. My name is Stan Houston. Hey, the other day, I heard this guy, and he had one of those clickbait headlines. It said, the 2 words that can really help you a lot in life and business. Well, of course, okay, there's the clickbait, what are the 2 words? So I bit, and it was okay, but here were the 2 words. The key to life success is pay attention. And then he went on in a little brief, but most people really don't learn the art of paying attention. And of course, one of the reasons for the sounder throughout traditional radio, and they don't really do it that much anymore, was, hey, you're doing something else, we know. But now, the news is coming, pay attention. And then the person went on to say, pay attention to some of the very small things. The person who pays attention sees details and sees situations with a much finer focus. But paying attention, P-A, is a unique and very, very profitable art to learn. Maybe a skill to practice and an art to learn, and maybe a person to even be. Someone who pays attention. Hey, today I want to talk about the fact that the MBA, the Masters of Business Administration, is out of date. And what you need now is something new. And I call it the MBAD. You need to be a master. You need to master what it means to have an MBAD. Bad. That's right. You have to learn to be bad. Okay? That's the program for today, and it starts right now. Actually, of course, the traditional business degree that is kind of worshipped and people pay thousands and thousands of dollars to get it is the advanced college degree in business. You can major in business as an undergraduate, but if you really want, just like anything else, if you want to get a master's degree above the bachelor's degree or the associate degree, hey, get that master's degree, and then, of course, maybe you'll even go for the PhD, the proverbial piled higher and deeper, and that, of course, is where you have reached the top of the academic line. Masters of Business Administration. Now, right now, the term is old-fashioned because that's not the challenge, truly, is just to administer a business. And there are all kinds of ways that you can just make sure that the business keeps running. That's what an administrator does. They keep the business running. Well, that may not be enough, which of course is true. You have to know a lot more, particularly if you want to start a business. Well, how can you administer a business that doesn't even exist? Well, that's going to take a whole lot of different skills. Or you're going to start a new project. Administering a business when times are good and business is good and everything is good, yes, it might be helpful to have a few more skills and understandings, particularly in maybe some bookkeeping and accounting and cash flow management. That's important to have a business administration degree. But I'm going to suggest in this Thursday, and it's a short, remember, I oftentimes say Thursday is a disruption day. Turbulence comes on Thursday, turbulent Thursday. I haven't encountered it yet, but I simply know that I'm always prepared for it. Something with a client or something just seems, before Friday, it just kind of happens. but I'm much more aware of it now, and as a result of that, it doesn't shake me up as much, and actually, it doesn't happen as much anymore because I'm more aware of preparing for it, so that I will have a pretty good Thursday. Here we go. What I want you to do is think about mastery rather than the master's degree. Now, there's very few things that you can be a master of. A master work, a master painter, a master plumber. Now, some of those things you can come close to. But as one person pointed out, the reason the game of golf is so challenging is that no matter how good you are, you can never master the game. First of all, the game always changes because the weather changes, the course changes. Everything that most games have in common, the basketball court is inside, weather isn't a factor, and it's always the same kind of playing field. Baseball, now it's outside, and it's a little more challenging because the weather's a factor, but the diamond is the baseball diamond. Now, of course, the outfield may have different shapes, and the walls and things like that may be different, but, the playing field is the same, and, if you can become as Ted Williams supposedly became, and many people after him, so good that you simply say that I can master it. I can learn how to hit a ball going over 90 miles an hour right at me. I can master that. And you can get pretty good at it. But isn't it interesting that sometimes we call a master a person who can hit it for profitability, for safe, 1 out of 3 times. They are a .333 batter, and they're a star, even though 2 of the 3 times they didn't even get on base. They may even have struck out. So don't be fooled by the fact that now I have my Master of Business Administration degree. And one of the, I'm thinking of 3 of them who always made us know that they had the MBA. They were a Master of Business Administration, and we were not. And somehow that made them better and smarter and even better looking. So they acted as if. That's not the case. Now, after all of this, where do I want to go with this? What we do need is a master of business audience. We need to be able to master the business of gaining an audience. We need to master the way to develop a business. A mastery of business and audience development. Not administering a business, but developing it. That means to keep it moving, not forward. That's good enough in some cases, but in different directions, growing, declining, dealing, a mastery in business development and audience development. You see, today we don't have prospects or customers or any of those things. If you're smart, this is an audio-visual entertainment world. And so think of those people who you want to come into your store or call you up. They are your audience. And how do you reach them? How do you connect with them? You see, part of the skill that I had to learn as a broadcaster was, okay, you can't say everybody's out there, all you out in Radio Land. I had to learn the art of how do I develop an audience? How do I attract and sustain an audience? And then, if I want to make it successful, then I have to develop a business that continually meets the needs of my audience. Now, business audience development, bad. And it can be pretty bad. It's pretty hard to do. But let me just ask you to think about that today. All right? Bad, B-A-D. Let me finish up and give you a clue that you can do that might get you started on a new way of thinking about doing both. I'm Stan Hughes, and the program is Interesting Ideas, just about 12 to 15 minutes on this turbulent Thursday, and then we'll hopefully send you off for a good weekend. We'll be back. Okay, a couple things. I'm going to go to see the movie Oppenheimer this weekend. Now, I'm not going to just see the movie. I'm going to pay attention to the people who would go to that movie. Now, it's a very unusual movie. It's a 3-hour film about the man who developed the atomic bomb, helped do that. Now, I will be fascinated just to see who are the people who will go. Now, there's a very specific reason why I want to go, but who are they? It's good. Whenever you go to an event, don't just watch the event, watch the audience. And begin to learn how to analyze audiences. Just pay attention. See what you learn. See what you discover, what comes to you. So I would really encourage you to do just that. Now, let's say you have a little more time to be a little more creative. All right, sit down today. All right, sit down today and do what I always say. You've got 60 seconds to tell your story. You're in business. You're trying to develop your business. What would you do if I would give you, as I oftentimes say, 60 seconds? 60 seconds. Now, most of us would like, as I said, 60 minutes. Oh, we can talk in 60 minutes. 60 seconds. What would you say in 60 seconds to the audience that you would like to have in your business? Remember, they're an audience. They're not just prospects or customers. They're an audience. They're real people who want to see things, hear things, and perhaps do things, and they want to be entertained. They want their life to be better. They want to be happier. What would be the 60 seconds that you would say? Now, get away from that elevator pitch idea. No. They're an audience. It's a chosen audience. And what would you say to them? Hey, think about that. Just for this coming weekend. There we are. You're beginning to become a master of business and audience development. And that's what you need to be good at in the 21st century. As much as I hate so much of the 21st century, that's what we're going to have to do, because that's the one I have to live in right now. Hey, just a moment. Let me do a pitch after I come back. Now, what I tried to do is I tried to demonstrate that I could be helpful. You know, I didn't charge you anything for this consulting. Actually, it might have been fairly helpful for you, but I did it for free in order to demonstrate that I can be helpful to you and your business. You need someone to help you develop your audience so that you can develop your business, because you've got to administer the business, and that takes so much time that you need someone to help you develop the audience and develop the business in different ways. It has to go up, grow up, move up, do something. It has to change, and it's really hard to administer it and keep it changing at the same time. Don't do it alone. Delegate everything but your genius, and I can help you. Reach out to me at stanhusted@gmail.com, stanhusted@gmail.com, and through the marvels of Zoom, through the marvels of audio and podcast, through video and entertainment, through all kinds of modern media methods, we can help you live a better life and build a better business and have a greater and a more profitable audience. Best in blessings, and always close with a benediction in today's world. Bless everything and bless everybody who deserves it, and even those who don't, all you can. Take care. I might see you this weekend. We'll see what it brings. Bye for now.